Hello, and welcome to another edition of BattleTech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming Strategic Gaming, brought to you live on Twitch.tv. At Commando Gaming 1, we're continuing our series on BattleTech Advanced. Look forward to another fun stream with you guys. I have about an hour and a half, a little less than normal, because a little bit of technical difficulties with our camera. That has been fixed. Also posted an update on our tabletop playthrough, which is going to be Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Hey, Askew One, thank you for joining us. Hope everybody's staying warm out there. For those of us, people in our community that cannot be on because they have no power, our thoughts are with them, and hopefully they are staying warm and healthy out there. So things are getting really interesting in BTA. We're going to have, it looks like we're going to have quads eventually. Not sure when that will happen, but they are in development. I haven't heard a release date yet. But if you go to Bloody Dove Streams, who's the developer, he has shown several streams now where he's debuted quads. So we're definitely continuing to expand the BattleTech Advanced universe. So that's great to see. Let's pick ourselves a mission here since we have limited time. So we have a capture base, a battle gauntlet, and we have an attack and defend. Let's start out with a capture base this morning. Usually a good way to start out. How's everything with you, Skewed One? Is it, I'm assuming it's cold where you are. Hopefully you have power. Well, obviously you have power because you're visiting the stream, right? Unless you're using a battery. So we'll take our Marauder, our Fafnir, our Stalker, our Artillery Wagon, our Sniper, and we need a new Scout. So we'll take our backup Wraith and deploy. Now note, we have the ability to go, I think we're up to 600 tons right now. But I don't like to just overpower maps just by throwing assaults at them. So I like to use a wide range of mechs for our missions. The Skewed One says cold, had power through the night, so warm enough. That's good. Skewed One says he's currently making his way through Lyrian space to get to the blimps. I know a lot of people are excited about the blimps right now. They are now playable dirigibles. Kind of an interesting concept. We can certainly make a run for blimps right now as we work back to the inner sphere, or we can jump into clan space. My theory is that we're probably going to want to do a restart soon because of the addition of the blimps and the fact that we might have quads in the next update. So usually I try to make a trip to clan space before we do a restart because people like to see us fight the clans, so we're going to be doing that too. Update, as I posted before, our other host IMG is doing well after a minor procedure, and he will be back no later than next week.
All right, let's get down to it.
Obviously happy to hear
right, Commander.
that IMG is doing well, and he'll be back for regular streaming next week.
On my way.
Making good progress setting up our tabletop playthrough. That will be Saturday at 11 Eastern Time, where we'll be starting that.
I'll do
That'll
what I
be our
can.
schedule going forward. We'll be, instead of having our normal BTA on Saturday, we'll be having tabletop in the morning. And, well, the morning for the East Coast, and 11 for those. 11 on the East Coast, and in the morning at 8 a.m. for people on the West Coast.
All right, let's get down to it.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have 5 or 6 people. I think it might be 6 that will be involved in the tabletop. And we'll flex around availability, so there might not be 6 every week. There might be some weeks where we have more than 6. We'll keep things flexible. Go down that main road to get to our objective here. This is the capture base mission.
As you wish. Location confirmed.
Yeah, I think the quads are going to be a really good
Moving to position.
time for a restart. Now, I don't think quads are going to be very common, and most quads are in the assault range. I'm not aware of a lot of them either having a lot of quads lower than assault, and I don't think those are in the plans either. Oh, we got an ambush. We got an ambush. Those dirty battle armor sons of you-know-what are ambushing us here. I like the variety of weapons. Significant force of battle armor ambushing us here. Not unexpected for this mission. It is a 5-skull mission, so. Oh, we're really going after our lighter mechs here.
Losing armor.
Okay, it's gonna be our turn eventually. These guys are really hammering us pretty good here. Really going after our Marauder. Going after the weakest link.
I'm under heavy fire. They're flanking.
We got a full lance of battle armor here coming after it. Oh man. Remember, our Stalker doesn't have a lot of armor because it's a missile boat. Going right after the Stalker here. Alright, at least we're going after the Mackie as well. Yeah, I'm excited about the quads. I mean, quads, remember, in the lore, quads were really primarily designed to be weapons platforms. So the theory was, and why they were designed, was the fact that they were going to be better weapons platforms because theoretically you could put the weapons on the top of the back, if you will.
Yeah?
Alright, can we move our... Here, we can actually move our scout back. Get into this fight here against these awful battle armor backstabbers.
I'm receiving you.
We're gonna have to fight our way through these guys. Alright, let's pull back our
Got it, Commander.
Marauder, because Marauder doesn't have the armor to just take this punishment forever. Do a precision strike here. We get to select one of the units to go after. That's funny.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
I do like the fact that they made the, oh great, and we got regular mechs coming in on us.
Watch those heat levels.
Now that the trap has been sprung, the mechs are coming after us. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
You want to be that way?
I
You
just
can
dropped
be
my
that way.
coffee and I'm fucking angry.
We got a thumper
I
cannon.
hate
This
these
was
guys.
actually a pretty well set up
Yes,
ambush.
Commander.
I gotta give them thumbs up for how they set up this ambush.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so this is actually a good target for us to use Swarm on. Theoretically. Because we want to get splash damage on as many of these battle armor units as we can.
I understand.
Okay, that was bad.
I'm ready for orders. Heading out.
Let's get our front armor to these guys.
Locking on. Reporting critical hit.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Working our way through
Took a hard hit
these
there.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
enemy battle armors here.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Fortunately, they don't really have the firepower to last long against assault
I'm
mechs.
legally obligated to inform you on
This is
paper kill.
clearly a suicide mission on their part.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates received.
I have to say, I really like the way that these ambushes have developed. If you played this game for a while, it used to just be infantry in the building, and then you would take the building out. But it's steadily progressed to become much more... Save our heavy Gauss. Much more...
Affirmative.
much more dangerous, much more tactical in nature than just
I can see why people
infantry in
enjoy this
buildings.
line of work.
So hats off to the BTA team for making these ambushes, especially with the addition of battle armor, much more realistic. Oh, battle armor killed itself. I'm assuming due to overheating. Oh, and again, they overheated because they're jumping while they're already warm. Okay.
I'm here.
Alright, we've got to keep our lighter mechs evasive here, or they're just going to get beat up
Going full throttle.
by the mechs that are coming in behind us. We're also dealing with a lot of heat issues here. Let's see what we can fire. Not much.
Confirmed. Standing by.
Alright. Alright, Goggles, can you focus in on that enemy force there? Heat is becoming a problem.
Target confirmed.
Took out a building.
Solid connection on that one.
If they charged us by the building, we would come out of in the red every time we fight in a city. Ugh. Inferno.
I'm
That's
under
LRM
hit.
Inferno, if
I'm
I'm not
taking internal
mistaken.
damage. Losing
Oh
friendly.
no! Oh, we
Losing
lost
lots of
our
armor.
stalker. Ouch.
My
Stalker
armor's
down.
melting
We
off.
got a stalker down.
What's up,
That's what
boss?
happens when you have a
On my way.
artillery, LRN boat that gets ambushed by a lot of enemies. That was nasty.
Critical hit, Commander. Ooh, not much armor left in that location.
So from a tactical standpoint, they've taken out a assault mech, and it only cost them a couple squads of battle armor. That was definitely a very efficient use of their.
I'm legally
combat
obligated
power.
to inform you I'm paid per kill.
Commander?
Alright, so there we go. That. Oh, no, we have one more enemy force. Left. Alright, let's save our Goss. Don't think we're gonna
Got
need
it.
it. There we go. There goes the last of the battle armor. Once again,
Enemy
they
down.
took out a assault mech with 4 lances of battle armor. That's a good trade-off for them.
Standing by.
I gotta give them credit.
Understood.
That was a very intense fight. You gotta give them credit
I'm generating a lot of heat.
for that. Do vigilance here to try to cool down our
Watch those heat levels.
scout mech. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I mean, I had heard from the Discord for BTA that they were going to try to amp up some of the ambushes in the city. And that was a pretty intense ambush. It was
Armor
well
holding.
planned out, and it was combined. It was supported by either supporting fire from vehicles or mechs. So it was a very efficient ambush.
Yeah, Commander.
And we lost an assault. It didn't have to be that
No
way.
shooting.
Well, it
Just
did
run.
have to be that way because there's no way we could know that ambush was there.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
But that was just good execution on their part. What else can I say? No, I don't want vigilance.
Good to go.
We're gonna have to push forward. We still have 5
Moving
mechs
fast.
left. Should be enough to finish this mission. We've got some very OP
Aye,
mechs. Alright, let's try to get out of this minefield.
Acknowledged.
We're probably gonna take some hits on the legs. Okay. Alright, so we got some targets here. So we have turrets, heavy mortar turret, heavy MRM turret. This is where the pain was coming from this mortar turret here.
Acknowledged.
Huh, you wish the active probes would pick up. Well, that's the whole point of the ambush,
Commander?
my friend. That's the whole point. They can't make it easy for us every time. Okay, let's
On my way.
provide
Double
some
time.
sniper support. Try to take these turrets out while we can.
Acknowledged.
No,
Miss.
that didn't go well.
I've been sensor locked.
Yeah, we got a thumper turret in the distance
Losing
as well.
lots of armor. I'm under heavy fire here.
There's those MRMs. Ow. Alright, so we're gonna have to keep. Hey, Peosians! Thank you for the Bosins. Thank you for stopping
Orders?
by. what stream did you do? Did you do some Geometry Dash? So happy you could stop by. I don't know if you're aware of it, but we're having a lot of weather problems here in the U.S. Thank you for the bit. Really appreciate it. We're having lots of weather problems
On the clock. What do you want?
here in the United States. A lot of our communities are without power at a time when it's
Let's
extremely
make some
cold.
bad decisions at high speed.
So our thoughts go out to everybody who are probably not watching the stream because they do not have
Let's see if I'm sober enough to
heat
line
or
this
power
up.
right now. Some of our friends
If they
in our
really cared
community
about
have
this
reached out
facility-
to me saying
Commander?
that they finally got power back last night. So
Sprinting.
hopefully everything will be okay. Hey Simmons! Simmons is one of our community who didn't have power for
I'm here.
several days. Simmons, do you want to tell everybody what happened?
Copy that.
You're our on-the-scene reporter for what happened with the power outages in Texas. Oh, hey, Darius just told us there's turrets. Thanks, Darius. Thank you for that useless information. Hey, everybody, Darius just said there's turrets. Just so you know, there are some turrets we should be worried about. Oh, Darius, you kill me. You kill me, Darius. Oh, you got a new...
Generating a lot of heat.
I really wish...
Yes, Commander.
SKU1, could you post some of your fuser stuff on our Discord? I think people would be interested.
Got it, Commander.
I would love to see it. We could maybe even add in a channel on Discord. We can call it our mixing room or something like that.
Oh, they don't like
And
me
you
at
could
all.
post your fuser clips in there. That would be cool.
My
Hey, Big
armor's
Fluffy.
melting off.
Big Fluffy, really excited about Saturday. You're
Commander?
good to go for Saturday, right? At 11 Eastern.
Let's move.
We're making good progress in making sure we understand the mechanics of the software that we're going to use for our tabletop. I'm not going to claim to be an expert,
target.
and I know you played Mega Mech as well a little bit.
One
So-
less structure.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Yeah, I know Skewed One. It's hard because you would have to export it from the
Let's
PlayStation.
make some bad decisions at high speed.
But yeah, I think people would be interested in seeing some of that fuser stuff. I know I would.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
There goes. All right, so we got 2 more turrets left.
If they really cared about this facility, they'd have...
Waiting for orders.
Now, as soon as we capture this facility, I'm sure there's going to be
Double time.
reinforcements. So let's make sure we are in good positions before we capture this facility.
Standing by.
See, I could run the Wraith in and just try to capture the facility, but that won't go well for me. Because they'll just send a whole bunch of reinforcements against my Wraith. Alright, so we got another Thumper turret here. This is a priority target. This is why we have a scout, people.
Firing.
So we can try to get rid of these turrets.
I'm ready.
Yeah, there's been a lot of debate how whether green energy was part of the issues
Double time. Let's go.
involving the power outages. I mean, I think we when you do have redundant
Internal structure
systems,
damage.
Standing by.
it does help your system survive some of these challenges with capacity.
Move order received.
You know, for example, you know, solar is great, but it only really works when there's actually sunlight, right? So that's one of the big challenges with solar.
I'm on the clock.
Yeah,
What do you
basically, what I've heard, and I'm not an expert, Simmons, is
Let's make some bad
that
decisions
the
at high speed.
energy companies basically said, you know, it's really expensive to prepare for the winter, so we're just not going to do it and hope that we don't have bad
Let's
weather.
see if I'm sober enough to line
So
this
they
up.
did harden their energy production for bad weather.
If they really cared about this facility, they'd have more than turrets.
Yeah, Big Fluffy, I
Here
know
we go.
solar works with clouds too. I'm actually getting solar installed in my house in the next month or so. So
Moving fast.
I've actually done a fair amount of research. Plus, in my day job, I actually manage provide insurance
Aye, aye.
coverage for construction projects. So I've seen a lot of
Position
solar
confirmed.
construction as well in my day job. But the problem is the challenge with solar is it doesn't you can only hold the solar so long. Like if you're not using the solar when it generates, you have to have a whole bunch of batteries
taking the
to
shot.
hold the solar power. And if you don't have enough batteries, then a lot of the solar can go to waste
Waiting for orders.
if it's not being used at the time it's produced. So
Affirmative.
that's one of the challenges with solar. Is you can't just have solar, you also have to have a whole bunch of
Firing.
fields of batteries to hold the solar energy. Ooh, nice hit there with the PPC
Target eliminated.
to finish off that trip.
Good to go.
Yeah, so my understanding, Goggles, is a big part of the problem was that they didn't harden the
Understood.
utilities
Moving
for
fast.
bad weather in Texas. So
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
that was a big part of the problem. Anybody who's lived in the Midwest or the Northeast knows everybody in the
Waiting for
Northeast or Midwest knows that you have to harden everything in your environment to deal with the bad weather. You have to have different pipes in different parts of the country.
Eyes on hostile reinforcements.
Here we
They're
go.
heading
Here
your
comes the
way.
reinforcements. Alright, so we got... Where are the reinforcements? Darius, do you know where the reinforcements are? No, apparently he does not.
Standing by.
He just knows they're coming. So now that the reinforcements are coming, we might as well secure the base here.
Understood.
let's rally
Moving
up.
fast.
Yeah, they can't borrow power either. So that limits the redundancies.
Orders.
So, oh, here's our enemy reinforcements. Alright, so we got at least a battle master. Hey, Goggles.
Location confirmed.
This is a great opportunity for you to headshot this battle master. Can you do that for me? That would be really nice. Hey! Nice
Target
headshot,
eliminated.
Goggles. Just on call, Goggles just says, you know what? I'll give you a headshot, boss.
Receiving you.
Alright, so now we have also a Mackie. Alright, Mackie. Mackie coming in.
Moving to
Mackie's
position.
coming in hot. But can we make him a little hotter with some Inferno? I think we can.
All weapon systems locked on.
Hey, yeah, Skewed One, that was a great hit. Don't thank me. That was all Goggles.
What do you want?
Goggles is our sniper extraordinaire.
Alright,
for a
let's
reason.
get down to it.
I like that I called the shot and Goggles said, yeah, okay, boss. Here's your headshot. Like it's no big deal. Alright, there goes a Mackie.
I'm legally obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
I find it ironic that... Oh, we got awesome.
Good to go.
I find it ironic that the enemy assault reinforcements
Right,
are
Commander.
doing less damage to me than those battle armor when they came in and ambushed us. Alright, we got a Banshee. Precision strike. Man, our new
Critical
toys
hit,
have
Commander.
so much firepower.
Minor damage, Commander.
Alright.
Aye, aye.
Alright, Wraith, can you just secure the objective? That's all I need you to do. Thank you. And I don't even have a tag on this Wraith.
Attacking
Right,
from
just
position.
some laser spam on that, awesome then. Thank you. Nice job, Manticore.
Ready for orders.
Securing the objective. Oh, Goggles, would you like to do another headshot? Can Goggles do 2 headshots in a row? That is the question.
Firing on target.
Nope, no headshot there. Of course, that was a hard shot
Waiting
because
for orders.
we're not face on. Obviously, if you're facing the enemy
Position
mech, you have a
confirmed.
much better chance of hitting the head. All right, let's overheat that awesome because it's an energy build. That would be a good idea. Let's do a precision strike here. We got plenty of precision strikes to burn at the moment.
Target
Make sure
confirmed.
we overheat that awesome. Whoa, did you see that graphic on that shot? What was that? That was the weirdest trajectory for artillery I've ever seen. Yeah, it's a human...
I'm on the clock.
It's a
What do
human
you
problem.
want?
They basically... My understanding is that the utilities didn't want to spend the money to harden their facilities because they figured, oh, it's Texas, it's not going to get that cold. We'll take our chances, and this was kind of the result. Let's see, let's not use the precision strike. I want to save that for Goggles.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
So everybody who is playing in our tabletop, please check the Discord. I did provide an update. I need feedback from you guys today if you disagree with anything that I'm setting
Double
up.
time.
Because it takes a lot of time to set up the admin for a campaign. So I need to start on that today so I have it all set up for Saturday. So if you have any opinions on what we're going to do, let us know. I'm
Firing
setting us
everything I've
up
got.
as a mercenary company. And we're going to have a heavy
Critical
lance,
hit,
2
Commander.
medium lances, and a light lance to start out with. And our career for our mercenary company is going to start out 3 years before the clan
Now who's
invasion.
dumb for having all the
So we will
armor?
have time to gear up if we want to get involved with the clan invasion. So,
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
and keep in mind that a lot of time passes very quickly in a
Copy
campaign of BattleTech tabletop. So that'll just give us a couple weeks to get settled in for the fight against the clans if we want to do that. So that's why I picked that time frame. I think it'll work out well for us. All right, let's go for some headshots on that. Awesome.
Roger.
Try to weaken the head armor before... Oh, yes! Nice head hit there.
Watch those heat levels.
So basically that's setting up Goggles to hopefully get an easy headshot here. Come on, Goggles. You're a sniper for a reason. Hit that head. It only has 11 structure. Yeah, I feel really bad for you, Simmons, and everyone else that had both financial losses due to spoiled food. You also had health issues.
Reporting critical
So I feel really bad. I hope the utility is held accountable. Unfortunately, usually for these situations, they find ways to give everyone a pass and not really bring the hammer down on these utilities.
Commander?
In fact, I actually heard one of the utilities was sending out notifications saying, hey, we're going to have to harden all of our equipment after this, so you might want to pick another power supplier because your energy bill is going to go through the roof. So I'm sad to hear the utilities kind of have a backlash towards their customers just because they weren't doing what they should have done in the beginning. I don't think that's appropriate. I think we can go for the head here. Yep, we can go for the head on that. Awesome.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Hit the head. No, destroy the engine.
I'm legally obligated to inform you I'm paid per
We
kill.
got 3 parts of the awesome though. Not bad.
Good to go.
Alright, let's finish off this Banshee quick, hopefully. Say what you will about Banshees, they do take a lot of damage. Alright, let's get out of here. That was an expensive mission. We lost a stalker. Hopefully we didn't lose the pilot. I think we just lost the engine though, so I think we'll be okay. So I feel really bad for Simmons and everyone else in Texas that had really serious financial losses and health losses due to what's going on with the power. It was a preventable issue. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, big corporations say that things will never happen when they're trying to get funding for their projects. Trust me, I know. Like I said, I've seen a lot of projects over the years, and there's a lot of promises, and then things actually happen, and then they say, oh, well, you know, there's nothing we could do. Sorry, I know we had a promise. Let's see. Good day to you. I noticed that I can't buy a mech in stores again. Are you talking about in BTA? That you can't buy a mech? I'm not sure what you're talking about. That you can't buy a mech. Alright, so we got 3 Battlemaster parts. Battle armor part, battle armor part, battle armor part, battle armor part. Huh. You can't buy a mech in stores. Does anybody in the chat have any feedback on that? I can't remember the last time I actually bought a mech in a store. I don't do that very often. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, let me know. Let's see. Been there, just lots of... become friendly with the faction, medium or larger populations. You have to have certain rep, and only certain stores carry parts very limited, not like vanilla. So that might be it, Andre. You might not have the reputation with that faction to purchase the mechs. That might be it. I'll be honest, I haven't purchased a mech probably since regular BTA, or regular BattleTech. I actually find it much more efficient just to grind out and get the mechs that I need. So I find mechs extremely expensive for what you get. Alright, we got to rebuild our... Oof, look at this, our stalker got wrecked. Somebody was crazy enough not to put armor on this thing. And we paid for it. Who could that be? Who could be crazy enough to build a LRM boat with no armor? Oh, just a spoiler. That was me. And I'm going to do it again, because the chances of a stalker being ambushed like that are pretty low. And that actually was a very effective mech for us. Let's see. So we need some e-cooling. What did we... So we need double heat sinks. Double heat sink kit. You know what? I'm actually going to rebuild this stalker off camera. You guys don't want to see that. So let's see what we have in storage. Yeah, there's only certain stores that have battle armor. Thank you, Simmons. And certain stores that have mechs. So if you can't find mechs at a store, then you have to travel to another planet that has mechs. I'm not sure what else. Alright, so we've got this Battlemaster, but I already have two Battlemasters that I don't use. So we're going to put this Battlemaster into storage, and I actually have better Battlemasters than this. So let's put that Battlemaster into storage to sell later. And we have time for just probably one more mission today. That mission took a long time. So do we want to do a gauntlet mission or a attack and defend mission? Covering, attack and defend, or a straight up battle with a joint patrol? The gauntlet. So gauntlet or covering fire? I'm going to let you guys vote because this is probably going to be the last mission of our stream today. Having IMG out. Let's see, one of the major planet factions. Go to major, yep. So, do we want to do attack and defend or just a straight up battle? Let me know. In case this is our last mission for today. Please let me know what you want me to do. Attack and defend or the gauntlet here. Both of them are going to be in the city. Okay, so I have votes for attack and defend. Anybody else? Attack and defend, yeah. Sorry about the shorter streams this week. As you know, IMG is not available. Alright, so we've got our Marauder, our Fafnir. We've got an opening. Yeah, let's take our King Crab. King Crab, a good brawler, will come in handy for this type of mission. So we've got the Marauder, Fafnir, King Crab, the Mackie, and our Spotter is out. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Yes, we are using a Battlemaster as our scout. And since this is an attack and defend, and we have the tonnage, let's take a second Battlemaster as well. So we're definitely going heavy on this one. Marauder, Fafnir, King Crab, Mackie. Battlemaster, Battlemaster. And let's deploy. We're going heavy on this one. Hey, and Simmons, just so you know, you were obviously without power. So IMG just had to have a very minor surgery. I've talked to him. He is perfectly fine. It wouldn't surprise me if he ended up back home today and maybe even doing some streams tonight. So I don't know if he's going to stream tonight. Normally he does Halo on Thursday nights. We're going to have to see how he's feeling. So, but IMG is perfectly fine. It's just the fact that he's recovering from surgery. He can't join me for these missions, these streams in the morning. So I'm limited to 2 hours in the morning before work. And then IMG usually picks up the slack with an extra 2 hours. So he's fine. Our streams are just a little shorter because we don't have that extra 2 hours where IMG pops in. So thanks for being patient with that. Some would say that those last 2 hours with IMG are the best 2 hours. I'm sure IMG would say that. But we should be back to normal next week. Alright, we're going heavy on this attack and defend.
Command interface initiated.
Alright. I actually like this map for attack and defend. It's a pretty straightforward map. Yeah, Thomas, that's a good plan for attack and defend. Usually I take my wraiths and have them attack the enemy base, but we don't have any wraiths available right now, so we're going to go heavy. Heavy is fine.
All right, full speed.
Because basically you just move your battle line towards the enemy base
Waiting
and
for
keep
orders.
the enemy in front of you, and then that works out fine until the reinforcements come, and then you have to we got a log jam of assaults here.
Reserving action.
So we will have to keep
I
a
live to
couple
serve.
heavies back. Or even our sniper. Oh no, our sniper is stuck on a building. Ha 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 ha. Is he? Yep. Our sniper is stuck on a building. Which is fine. We can actually just have Goggles do his job as a turret. which is fine with us.
Target acquired.
Goggles is now a turret for this mission. That's kind of funny.
Got something you want done?
Alright, hopefully Goggles is the only turret that we have. Blow the building? I guess I could blow the building, couldn't I? We've got a real logjam of mechs here.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Alright, we got a friendly Highlander to defend the base. That's helpful. Yeah, that's a good idea, Thomas. I can actually blow up the building. That would give our Marauder some leg damage, but it's probably not the worst idea.
Full speed. No target.
Oh, we got a heavy Thunderbolt turret. Let's see if we can do shape charges. See if we get lucky here.
Target
Get some
acquired.
ammo, perhaps, on that heavy carrier. No, no luck. Got Archer for fire support.
Ready to get it on.
Our Battlemaster is still stuck because of this traffic jam.
Waiting for my opening.
This traffic jam of heavy mechs. Luckily, the first wave of enemies here
I'm on the clock.
is
What do
pretty
you want?
manageable. Alright, let's see if we can... I think
All right,
Thomas is
let's
right.
get
I
down
think we
to
should
it.
try to gently take this building down. So it's got, let's see, how much structure? 60 structure. So let's do that. That should be enough to take the building down.
Well, let's hope
I'm going over.
Boy, I should call my realtor. Looks like
There
the
we go.
market just opened up.
Good idea, Thomas. This is why I love hanging out with this community, because it's so smart.
What can I do for you?
So smart. You know, that's the difference between getting stuck on a boulder and a building, obviously. If we were stuck on a boulder, we'd be stuck,
Going
because you can't
turbo.
destroy boulders, unfortunately. But we can destroy buildings. So good call on that, Thomas.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. One of the problems with having an all assault force here is it's going to take us 2 rounds just
Ready
to
for
get
orders.
deployed. One of the necessary... Oh no, is our Battlemaster stuck? He should not be stuck. I don't understand why he's stuck here. Is he stuck on this building? Do I have to destroy this building? I think I do. Alright, let's just destroy this building.
Confirmed.
Alright, if that doesn't free the Battlemaster, I don't know what to do.
Payday.
Alright, luckily that wasn't one of the buildings we had to defend. I don't know why else the Battlemaster would be stuck there. It makes no sense.
What do you need?
Alright, we gotta push up. We gotta push towards the objective here. Alright, really torn because the most important target here is to get rid of the Thunderbolt. So we're going to do a precision strike and reloading rocket launcher. We need to get rid of this heavy carrier as quickly as possible because that's a lot of enemy firepower. Look at all those Thunderbolts. We just had to get rid of that thing. Was it overkill? Probably. But that firepower from all those Thunderbolts was going to be a real pain.
Receiving you.
And it's a big threat to our buildings that we're defending, too.
Understood.
Alright, good. The
Moving back.
Battlemaster got free by destroying that building. I still don't understand why the Battlemaster was stuck. It's like he materialized in... Like he phased into the building when he dropped. And he couldn't move because of that. That was weird. That was weird stuff.
Standing by.
Let's push up. Right, we want to save our Inferno for mechs. So let's go with heat here.
Acknowledged.
Did the little area defense to the little area damage to that Rhino. Ho ho ho! Our allies are doing a number on their own on their own city. Oh, you had a clipping issue? That was probably me being too excited. Is that better? I'll try not to talk so excitedly. That's usually what clipping comes from, is the streamer is just so enthusiastic that it bumps up the bit rate on the audio. Tell me if that's better. In the chat, is clipping better? Let me know. I'll try to not be so excited. Try to tone down my excitement, keep things a little mellow, so we can reduce the chances of clipping. Oh, the Battlemaster was clipping issue. Okay. So basically the frames of the Battlemaster clipped into the building. I'm so glad to have Thomas and the rest of you around
I'm on
because
the
you guys
clock.
are
What do you want?
much smarter than I am. Infinitely smarter. Which is why it's going to be a lot of fun to play our tabletop, so I can see how smart you guys are.
I hear you.
Alright, come on, let's get up. We're going to
Pedal to
spend
the
3
metal.
rounds just getting up out of this pit. Alright, Fafnir, this is what you do best.
Take this.
Take out that vehicle, please.
How might I help?
King Crab, let's go. I mean, we've got a ton of firepower here. We just have to get out of this crater so we can actually start using it to take these enemies out. There we go, nice hit. Nice hit on that Rhino. We had to aggregate our fire as quickly as
That's a
possible
kill.
to get through the armor before that Rhino turned again. Oh, we have a Marauder 2 as fire support? Damn. Since when does a local government have some of the mechs that they're sending in to support us? Local government should not have King Crab, should not have a Marauder 2.
I can
Those
see
are
why
rare,
people enjoy
expensive
this line
mechs.
of work.
That's what they hire us for. I don't even know why they need us for this mission if they have those type of mechs sitting around. Alright, we got another Rhino. But we got much heavier hit percent chances on this Partisan, so we'll take the shots on the Partisan here. The model for the Partisan looked weird there.
Vehicle trashed.
It
Commander?
didn't look like a Partisan. It looked like a World War I tank. That was weird. Look at all this firepower.
Firing on target.
This Battlemaster is scary firepower for its tonnage.
Standing by.
Alright, Goggles. Do your thing, Goggles. Not the best hit percent chance here, but I know you can do it, Goggles.
Primitive.
Yeah, you got one hit in. Goggles is probably a little shaken up from being dropped from that building. That's why his aim was not so good.
Yeah, Commander.
Yeah, not the best hit percent chance
Firing
here.
a full salvo.
Got a little damage in. I'm saving the Inferno rounds for when the enemy
I'm on the
shows
clock.
up.
What do you want?
With some real firepower. Not
Let's
just all
make
these
some bad
vehicles.
decisions at high speed.
These vehicles are really here just to slow us down. Bring on the mechs. We want salvage.
Waiting on you, Commander.
We want salvage. Yes, we do. I want salvage. How about you?
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Yes, I did just do that. I just turned. I just came up with a salvage cheer.
All weapons are go.
That's hilarious.
What's the plan?
You know, we're so fortunate that we
Yes,
really
Commander.
have such an amazing base game to build the mods on. Imagine if they had taken the base game just a little farther. Like, for example, if they had added mechs to the base game.
Certainly.
Like they said, okay, with the Heavy Metal DLC, you can now take up to 8 mechs. Then, theoretically, they could have built on that, and we could have had mech companies in BTA. That would be cool. Because you could build on the base game only so much. But they did so much with the base game. It's really amazing. If they could have just done a couple more DLCs, then we would have had that much more to build upon. I think it would be cool, for example, if they had come up with some sort of like an underground DLC, so maybe you fight in caves or
I can see
something
why
like
people
that. That would
enjoy
be
this
kind of
line of
cool.
work.
Or maybe one that like fleshed out huge mountains that you had to fight your way up or something like
Copy
that.
that.
That would have been really cool as well. Zeus. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it would be cool if they had done even more with the base game, because then we would have that much more stuff to build upon. If you know what I mean. Alright. Do some laser vomit on that Zeus. So he doesn't have a guy who can do it, and nobody much worried about the flashpoints. Yeah, I mean...
Good to go.
Flashpoints really kind of... Basically...
Aye, aye.
They're one-time stories, right? So you can only do those flashpoints so many times before you're like, yeah, I'd rather just do random missions. So I've never found the lack of additional flashpoints to be a problem. Because basically flashpoints have to be written and designed. So it's not like you could just... It's a lot of work to put a flashpoint together. Absolutely, because you have to have cutscenes, you have to have dialogue. It's not a simple thing to do. I know there are some flashpoints that have been made by individuals that you can download. But I've never felt like flashpoints, extra flashpoints would be a big thing for me.
Understood. Moving fast.
Like, I've done the flashpoint things. And they're fun, and I do them occasionally, but generally speaking, I find the actual random missions harder than the flashpoints, if that makes sense. I've generally found the flashpoints to be kind of meh. They're okay. Alright, we got a charger and a Zeus. Alright, so let's start using some sniper.
Got it. Target neutralized.
Nice. Nice hit on the sniper there. Finish off that Zeus.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, we need to keep pushing here. One of the things about attack and defense is it does take a lot longer than a regular mission because you have
What can I do
everybody
for you?
who needs to take their turns. And
Going turbo.
that's compounded by the fact that I'm using assaults here because that's all I have
You
at
have
the moment.
orders?
Although I do have the Marauder. It's kind of crazy when the Marauder is your fastest mech. That tells you that don't have enough lights and mediums available. Alright, Skewed One, go shovel away. Simmons, keep warm. Snow is coming down. Hopefully the extra snow isn't going to take the power away. Now that you've gotten your heat back.
I can see why people
One
enjoy
thing that
this
I
line of
have,
work.
even though I'm in California, I have a gas generator. Because we do lose our power due to wildfires. So I have a gas generator that can handle the basics.
Yes, Commander.
So I do have that going for me.
I copy.
And I'm going to have the solar soon. That will give me further redundancy. So excited to have solar as a backup for my grid. How many ACs can you mount on a king crab? I mean, it depends on which king crab. You have to look at the hard points. If you have 4 hard points on the crab, then you could do 4 ballistic. If you have 4 ballistic hard points, you could do 4 AC5s. It depends on how many ballistics you have. And that depends on which king crab that you have.
Taking the shot.
So Egermomus? I mean, it really depends on your ballistic hard points, and how much armor you want to sacrifice to put as many weapons on as possible. So I think most king crabs come with 4 hard points for ballistic. I'm not sure. Yeah, the AC5s are very solid. I like the light AC5s because it's a lot less tonnage and it does the same damage at close range. Yeah, so Andre, if you can find some light AC5s, I would definitely buy those.
What's up, boss?
If you're trying to maximize the firepower on a king crab. Because king crabs usually fight close range anyways.
Going full throttle.
Unless you put Gauss rifles on them. And you can't put Gausses on if you put ACs on. You won't have the pod space. Alright, we got Awesome there in the distance. Let's
Roger that.
overheat him. Nice hits on the Inferno there.
Scored a critical hit.
That's going to slow down our speed run of those buildings, but then again, we're dealing with assaults anyway, so how much of a speed run can we really make? Alright, Charger's moving up.
That's all you got?
Nothing we can't
I'm on the
handle.
clock. What do you want?
Nice hits on those light AC5s there. Since we have a significant force protecting the base, we could pretty much push everybody towards the enemy buildings here. I'm not too worried about the defense of the base, since there's a Highlander, a Marauder, an Archer, and something else defending the base, so I think we're okay. So we're just going to push our assaults down Main Street here
I hear ya.
and destroy that base as quickly as we can.
Got
As quick as
Max
assaults
speed,
can move,
no
I
shooting.
should say that.
Firing everything I've got.
I mean, Chargers
Another hit
don't
like
have
that,
a chance
you're
against
toast.
what I have out in the field right now. It's just sad. The enemy's just outclassed here. Oh!
Heat gauge is redlining.
Alright, friendly
Heat damage. Damn
friendly
it.
fire support mech did not help me there. I still don't understand how destroying a cooling area overheats us, but whatever. See this, because this is a
Reporting.
okay, so let's try to avoid that area now.
Roger. Full speed.
Full speed. I move 2 hexes and it's full speed. That's just sad. Alright, we got a stalker. Let's do precision strike.
Yes, Commander.
I can't believe I
Failed to
missed.
connect.
That we had 80% chance and I missed on both shots. Come on. I don't buy that one. Does anybody have any suggestions for some good games, good new games in the Steam store? Every time I look at the Steam store, I get sad because there's just nothing there I want to buy. And it used to be, I would go on the Steam store and I would say, oh, I only have enough money for one game. Which of the new games do I want to buy? And now it's like, I go months without buying a game because they're not good. You know, the biggest release so far this year was Cyberpunk because it came out in December. So I'm still considering it 2021.
Target destroyed.
And it's not even
My
that great
flavor
of a
is empty.
game from what I hear. So it's like,
What's up, boss?
I don't know what I want to buy. I don't know what new games are worth buying right now.
Affirmative.
I get a little disappointed by that. I mean, yeah, I could play BTA forever, but it would be nice to mix it up on the channel. Valhalla is big right now. Yeah, I've heard interesting things about Valhalla. I could look into that game. So I could check that game out maybe this weekend. Maybe I can get a copy. And maybe we could do some Valhalla streams if people are interested in that. Diablo 4? Yeah, I'm sure we would play some, maybe some multiplayer on Diablo 4. I think that would be fun.
Engaging.
But those are games that are coming out sometime in the future. It's like, what? There's like nothing out right now. So maybe I'll check out Valhalla.
Ready for orders.
Big Fluffy. That is a good recommendation. I have heard good things about it. I looked at it and I didn't really think it was that exciting.
On my way.
Maybe I should give it a spin. I know we have bigger problems right now, but it's just like, can we just get some good games just to distract us since we're at home all day?
Critical hit, Commander.
Or can't go out and do stuff after work?
My heat sinks can't take much more of this.
Yeah.
Watch my heat levels.
If you look at our entertainment options from a year ago to today, it's just a stark change, right? We used to get movies released like crazy. I mean, it was the same thing with movies. I'd have to figure out which movie I wanted to watch, which movies I wanted to watch that week, because I could only go see 3 movies a week. And now it's like, geez, can we get some movies out, even if it's released on Netflix or HBO Max, let's get some movies out here for us to watch. Yeah, beware the coolant splash, yeah. I still don't understand why the coolant splash heats you up. You think it would cool you down. If anybody knows the logic behind that, let me know. I always thought that was a weird quirk. Like, but then again, I also felt that when we're in the space biome, shouldn't it be cooler if there's no atmosphere? Because if your atmosphere is space, and space is cold, why is it so warm on the planets that have no atmosphere? I could understand if they're close to the sun, but if they're not close to the sun, they shouldn't be that warm. Quadriplegic dude. Oh, quadriplegic dude. Thank you for following, and thank you for being an example to all of us that we all have so much to live for. Informalicon, what, they are not hot. What are you talking about?
Of course.
Because on barren planets, you definitely have heat issues. Okay, so that makes sense, Goggles. I understand that. So it's more about the fact that your heat sinks cannot release heat more than the atmosphere being hot. I understand. Thank you for the clarification. There's no carrier for the heat. I understand. Thank you for chiming in, everybody.
I understand.
That's why I like to have smart people in the room.
Solid connection on that one.
Yeah, coolant says it will cool you. Yeah, that makes sense. It would be cool if you could have some alternate heat sinks.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
I guess you could use a coolant pod. Would coolant pods would work, right? So maybe that's the answer, just having coolant pods available. It's only the initial damage. Okay, gotcha. So if I stand in the coolant, then we get cooled off.
Roger.
Gotcha.
Scored a
Yeah, I
critical
just never
hit.
understood. So it's the explosion that causes
Order.
the heat. That makes sense.
On the move.
That makes sense.
Locked on, rear armor. Enemy down.
Orders?
Alright.
Going full throttle.
Let's go for knockdown on this stalker. Nope, no luck.
Waiting for orders.
Right, we're just pushing our way through.
Roger. Full speed.
Minus 15 heat. Yep. There we go.
Take that!
I'm on the clock. What do you want? I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's keep sprinting.
Let's make
We're
some
so
bad
slow.
decisions at high speed.
We're so darn slow. Alright, we can actually start targeting the buildings now. So let's push through this stalker
Let's
first.
see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Well, I needed salvage anyways.
What can I do for you. Pedal to the metal. Got it.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
Gotcha.
Nice. Alright, let's take out these buildings as quick as we can now. Fortunately, the AI doesn't use
Yes,
its
Commander.
opportunities to attack the buildings.
Full speed ahead.
Let's get rid of these buildings now.
Target confirmed.
Lots of armor on these buildings. Alright, here comes the reinforcements.
Yep.
So we're going to have one round of the reinforcements at least. Which is fine.
Firing.
Well, Andre, as far as
Commander.
movie releases, I think it's simply that our game releases, it's simply that the
I'm already
studios
there.
can't have their employees aggregated, which really limits the studio's ability to put together high quality games that involve a lot of teamwork. So I think that's the big issue with game development right now.
Target acquired.
So what the game developing community is reduced to is really
My flamer is empty.
dropping lower quality games
Ready for orders.
on the market. Games that don't need as much teamwork to put together.
Got it, Commander.
Like when I look at the Steam store, like 75% of the games that come out look like they're just lower quality, like they came from like a decade ago. Because they just don't have the resources and
Locked
the
on
group
target.
ability to do stuff on a group basis to really put together heavy duty game development right now. So a lot of it, I'm like, wait, these graphics are from like 10 years ago. What's going on with some of these games?
Receiving you.
Now, a lot of them are developed by independent developers who just don't have the resources of a major game studio.
Lock it on target.
Do some Inferno damage over time over all those buildings. So I think that's the big reason that we're not seeing as much high quality games as we're used to. I
On the
mean,
clock.
like I said,
England.
a year ago, I would be arguing with myself about which game I
Let's
wanted
make
to
some
buy.
bad decisions
And now I go on
speed.
Steam and I say, I'll just play the games I already have.
Well, let's hope they have insurance.
Because the games that are coming out aren't better than the games that I already have for the most part.
I hear you.
I'm not too worried about that enemy force because we have... Number one, we're going to destroy the enemy
Got it.
buildings
Max
before they
speed,
can
no
destroy our
shooting.
buildings. And the garrison force of our buildings is actually pretty strong.
Right, Commander.
So we should be able to just focus on destroying these buildings quickly. These buildings just take a long time because they've got a lot of armor. More armor than mechs, that's for sure.
What's the plan?
I do feel like they overbuilt some of these buildings.
Confirmed.
Nobody wants to just sit around blowing up buildings all day.
Target acquired and locked in.
Alright, there's the enemy reinforcements. So one thing I can do is I can actually have
Yeah?
Goggles, since he's our sniper, push back and try to help keep those enemies at bay and away from the base. Okay, let's keep going after these buildings. Should be more than enough to finish this first building off. Right, there we go. 3 buildings
Brought
left.
it down, Commander.
Waiting for orders. Going full throttle. Firing on target.
Got plenty of firepower to take these buildings out.
All out of AC-5 ammo.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, so we're going to have Goggles actually pull back
On my way. Double time.
so he can start working on those enemy reinforcements.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
Ooh, took a heavy hit there.
Standing by.
Alright. And we'll actually, let's actually use our artillery support to actually work on these enemy mechs too. Charger, Heliopis, and a 2 Heliopises, so that's a lot of potential building stomping firepower. So let's put some Inferno on
Taking
those
a shot.
Heliopises. Reduce the amount of times they can fire their thumpers without blowing up. I got about 10 minutes before I have to end the stream and get to work. One thing about living on the West Coast is, since corporate America is always based on the East Coast for the most part,
Let's make some
I end up
bad
with a lot of
decisions
meetings right at
high
8 a.m.
speed.
because people are used to having meetings
Well,
at
let's
11,
hope they have
which
insurance.
is 8 a.m. for those of us on the West Coast. But not a big deal.
Waiting for orders.
Let's finish off these
Moving to
buildings
position.
as quick as we can. Is that one of our targets? No, that's
Roger
one of
that.
our targets. Nothing worse than destroying the wrong building on this type of mission. Nothing worse
Yes,
than
Commander.
that. King Crab.
Certainly.
Now, if we're targeting it automatically, that means it's one of our targets. Just so everybody knows.
Locking on target. Target destroyed.
What do you need?
Vision on these last targets here. This
I'm
is
taking the
definitely one of
shot.
the target buildings.
Ready for orders. Copy that.
Thank goodness for the music in this game. I gotta say.
Roger that.
Commander?
Goggles, keep moving back, and you can work on these enemy
Roger that.
reinforcements. I don't think that's true, Andre. I think if you have the resources, you should travel and explore the world. Now, keep in mind, obviously taking care of your basic needs is always most important. Travel should be something that you only do with money that you don't need for anything else. Right? Travel should be the lowest priority for your money. So, paying your bills, saving for your future, those things should be a priority over traveling. I know some people that travel even though they're broke. And they just travel paycheck to paycheck. Whenever they have a little bit of money, they go on a journey. Not so much now, but before COVID. And they always were in financial trouble, throwing their trips on credit cards and things like that. So that's one thing I could say is if you're going to travel, do it with extra money, not money that you need for your basic well-being. A lot of people make that mistake.
Position confirmed.
And then they get in financial trouble because they're so excited about traveling the world that they can't really afford to do it. Alright, let's try to get some more Inferno on these heliopisses. I'm trying to get them to overheat and blow themselves up. So that's all I can say about travel, Andre. I would definitely focus on taking care of your basic needs, your basic bills and expenses before you worry about traveling. But someday, Los Angeles is
I'm on the clock.
an interesting place to visit. Obviously I live here, so I never travel to Los Angeles.
Let's make some bad decisions at
There are so
high
many
speed.
beautiful places in the world that I would go before Los Angeles, though. If I only had the choice of one place to go, I would definitely choose. If I could go on one trip ever,
I should call my realtor.
it would probably
Looks
be
like the
to
market
Italy
just opened up.
to see, kind of like the birthplace of modern civilization. Greece, Italy, the Mediterranean is where a lot of modern civilization comes from. So I've always found those places amazing places to travel and experience.
Affirmative.
Right, got about 4 more minutes here, and then I gotta end the stream. I don't know if we'll finish this mission or
AC2
not.
magazines are empty.
But you can basically tell that we're gonna be successful with this attack and defend mission.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, so support money from the government, that puts you in a tough spot because you can't ever get ahead, right? You're always worrying about your basic
acquired
needs,
and locked in.
and things like travel then becomes a luxury. So maybe your artwork will take off and you can spend some of the money from your artwork on travel.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
That would be nice. Because I know you love your artwork.
Confirmed.
And I feel like your artwork is really getting a lot better just in the time that I've known you.
Copy that.
Jeez, these buildings are just so
What's up, boss?
overbuilt.
Coordinates received.
These are like bunkers.
Target confirmed.
Which follows along with the plot line of the mission, but it still seems like these buildings are too overbuilt.
I'm ready.
That's just my take. Let's take advantage of the coolant
Location
here.
confirmed.
And keep going for the juicy head on these heliopieces. Heliopie. Not the best angle
Firing
for
on
headshots.
target. Solid connection on that one.
Ooh, shut down on that heliopis there. Another shutdown.
What's up, boss?
Alright, so this is a good opportunity for us to use a shape charge
On my way.
on this enemy mech that got shut down. So let's do a shape charge. And a precision strike. And see if we can hit the head here. Oh, lots of damage
Solid
there.
connection on that one.
We didn't hit the head, but we did a lot of damage. Shape charges on an enemy. Yeah, Heliopis is an artillery mech, Andre. They're all built for artillery support. Which makes them dangerous since we're protecting buildings, and those
I'm on the clock.
artillery weapons can go through
All right.
buildings
Let's
like
get down to it.
hotcakes. Let's finish off these
Well,
buildings and
let's
call
hope
it a
they have
day.
insurance.
Right, there's building 3.
Boy, I should call my realtor. Looks like the market just
Right, on
opened
that
up.
note, I'm going to have to end the stream because I need to get ready for work. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you'll have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow for Battletech Advanced at 9 a.m. Eastern Time again. Tonight I'm not going to be streaming. We'll see if IMG streams. And then I'm also going to be setting up our company off camera tonight for Mega Mech. I guess I could do it on camera if anybody has an interest in watching me set up a mech company. We could do that. Let me know if you guys think it would be worthwhile watching me set up our mech company for the campaign on stream. We can certainly do that. It's not going to be the most exciting stream because it's a lot of administrative work, but we can do that, and I'll talk to you later.